Hello, welcome. We have done it. We have made it. We are here. It is Friday, January 15th, 2021. We have officially reached the midway point of the first month of the brand new, The brand new year. I am James, you are you. We are here for the week-ending edition of At Home with James. We've got a very exciting show on tap for tonight, but before we do that, I need to talk about something that has been bothering me for days on end. This past Wednesday, if you were here, you witnessed what I think was, up to this point, the best episode of this show in the brand new year. Now, here's the thing. The year is fresh. There's plenty of times for brand new episodes. I was so pleased with this episode that when I went to bed that night, I flipped on my Twitch app and I decided I'm going to watch a bit of this show on my phone in bed. What happened next both shocked and horrified me. Somehow, I deleted the episode from the video library. It no longer exists. I sprung out of bed and did everything that I could in order to save it. All of my attempts were met with a dead end. At about 1 o'clock in the morning, I decided to fashion an email for Twitch support. And I said to them, I know that there's probably no hope, but is there any way you can retrieve a deleted episode? They told me there's absolutely no way. Now, with that being said, thanks to some research courtesy of a valued member of our production team, Carla Ma, she sent me some programmer lingo that I'm not familiar with, which I promptly sent to Dave Kaufman. He's looking into it, and by looking into it, I mean he's taking a really long time to look into it. Now, if you didn't see that episode, I apologize. If you saw the episode, you really enjoyed a dilly of a pickle. But I'm going to tell you something. When I went to bed on Wednesday night, I knew that I would wake up to a series of messages the next day that read, hey, where's the episode? Hey, I can't find the episode. Hey, what happened to the episode? And that stressed me so much that I had not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 nightmares about it on Wednesday evening into Thursday morning. 3 of the nightmares had to do with the deletion of the episode. One of the nightmares had to do with my bedroom ceiling collapsing due to water damage. The last of the nightmares involved my ex-girlfriend insisting that I meet her current boyfriend. That's what happens when something goes wrong on this show. I take it so poorly that I have a night filled with nightmares. Now, I'm hoping that tonight goes splendidly well so I can finally, after 2 days, because here's the thing, I had a series of nightmares last night, all rodent-based. Rats, mice, marmots. I went through the whole gamut. 2 nights filled with nightmares. My goal is to have such a great episode tonight that I will have a great night's sleep. Now, the fact that I have got a goal of having a great episode means that I will most certainly pull another blooper, blunder, or boner tonight. But what I can assure you of is if I somehow, on some level, by some stretch of the imagination, delete tonight's episode, this is the last episode of this show that's ever going to happen. On Wednesday, I said, if I didn't do a great job, I will never host this show again. Tonight, if I somehow delete the show, that's it. This is the series finale of At Home with James. But something tells me that tonight is going to go well. And why? I've got a stacked lineup of guests. Much later on, Dimitri Kires, who's working in the booth tonight, will be here. Also joining us will be Steph Mercier Voyer in what she calls an emergency edition of COVID-69. Here's the deal. She said that this segment was done, and there's been 2 of them since. I don't know. This better be good. This better be real good. But we're going to kick things off with a guest that made their debut last week. She is a member of my family. I have once again been roped into babysitting on a show night. My sister Jan has left her 13-year-old daughter, Candice, in my care. She's currently in my bedroom. I'm hoping that things are kosher in there, to say the least. So let's not waste any more time. We're not going to talk about my nightmares anymore. We're not going to talk about rodents. We're going to talk to my upcoming guest. She is my 13-year-old niece. Let us welcome Candice Olivia McGee. Hi, Candice. How's it going?
Said my name wrong.
Did I?
When you introduced me the first time, you said just Candice. It's Candice Olivia. My mom has made that very clear at every family function when all of you guys, as she likes to call you, just say the first name, Candice. It's Candice Olivia.
Candice Olivia, thanks so much for joining the show tonight, and not only joining the show, but being a guest in my home.
My thing froze. What did you? I missed all of what you just said.
What I said was, Candice Olivia, thank you for not only being a guest on tonight's show, but for being a guest in my home. I apologize for the Wi-Fi. I'm not used to running 2 streams at the same time.
That's okay. Thank you for having me, Unky Jim Jam. Hey, you want to hear a funny joke?
Sure.
Okay. Why can't you trust an atom?
Why can you trust an atom? I guess I'm not sure.
Why can't you trust an atom?
I'm not sure why.
Because they make up everything.
Now, you promised this was going to be a funny joke.
No, I didn't. Listen, I am ripping through this magazine you left for me while you do your show on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You said, Candice Olivia, keep yourself busy.
Well,
what?
Well, I'm so glad that you're enjoying that magazine. I want to let you know that it was not an enjoyable experience purchasing that.
Okay, wait, but this might be an enjoyable experience. What kind of key can't open a lock?
A monkey.
Yeah, that was right.
Wow, and I'm gonna tell you something. I have not perused through this magazine.
Even if you did, I would respect you so much more, because that means you want to get more in tune with your inner 13-year-old so you can be a better uncle to me, Candice Olivia.
Are you saying I'm not a good uncle?
I never said you were a bad uncle, but there are certainly areas you can improve.
Like what? Like what?
Well, I mean, there's so many different things. If I've learned anything from this issue of Girl World magazine, totally created by you, there's actually a section about how you could be kind and a better person. It's called It's Good to Be Kind. And they map out all of the ways you can be a better person in 2021.
Why are you yelling?
Am I yelling?
You are. Yeah, I can hear you not only through my speakers, but through the walls. I've got my tech team working on that. They're isolating my microphone audio so it doesn't pick up the surround. What are you drinking? A coffee?
I'm drinking, obviously I'm drinking a coffee. My God.
When did you get that?
When I turned 13. They basically...
So you've been nursing a coffee for the past 3 weeks?
My mom, your sister, took me to a Starbucks drive-thru because you're not supposed to go inside the store because we're in a global pandemic. And I've had this. Can I tell you something? Can I be honest with you?
I would love it.
I don't really like the taste of coffee.
Yeah, it's not really a drink for kids.
Well, that's okay. Says who, first of all?
Well, says who? Says me.
Well, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna smack it out of my hand?
No, I'm not. No.
Are you gonna rip it out of my cold 13-year-old fingers? Yeah, they're cold. This house is cold.
Yeah. You know what? I'm trying to preserve, my hydroelectricity. I don't want to blast it all in one night. It's not even that. I'm sorry that this stay tonight is not to your liking. Perhaps tomorrow morning I can get you some fresh linens and towels and a mint.
Really?
No.
Why? Why are you like this?
Look, how about this? How about we make a deal? How about you don't drink the rest of that coffee because you're going to be up all night and then your mom is going to be mad at me. And I don't know, we'll have some ice cream or something.
Do you mean
deal?
That? Do you mean that? Do you really mean that? Okay, fine, deal. I'm not going to touch this coffee. The coffee is lava, and I want nothing to do with it.
Right, okay.
Okay, so I have a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about, if that's
Great.
okay.
I love it.
Am I being too loud
No,
right
you're
now?
okay.
Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I learned how to be kind from this magazine. I also learned, where is it? Give me a second. About this game called Which is Worse. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to play Which is Worse, or can I tell you how to be a better person?
Well, let's play which is worse because that one feels less judgmental.
Okay, cool. So, okay, which is worse, losing one sock or losing one mitten?
I would say losing one sock is worse than losing one mitten. You don't want to be out on the street with one sock. I think you're frozen again, Candice Olivia.
Yeah, you froze
Yeah.
too. What was
Yep.
your answer?
Yeah, losing one sock because you don't want to get caught with one sock on your foot.
Yeah, I think that sucks. Also, I'm 13 now. I don't wear mittens. So basically this question is moot to me.
Okay, me too. I also don't wear mittens.
Okay, so next one. Would you rather get a paper cut or rip off a band-aid?
Rip off a band-aid?
Interesting.
Well, is that the wrong answer, Candice Olivia?
Unky Jim Jam, there's no wrong answers.
You're right.
In Girls World, totally created by you, everyone's a winner. So whatever. If that's your choice, then we'll stick with it.
What a nice compliment. Girls World created by me.
Okay. If it were up to me, call me crazy. I would choose a paper cut. You know why?
Why is that?
Okay. So before our class went to Zoom, remember I talked to you about a boy on Wednesday? Do you remember his name?
No.
Oh, his name is Tom.
Sorry, yeah. Tom, how's it going with Tom?
Okay, well, it's fine. But when Tom and I were in class together and I would get paper cuts, he would always be like, Candice Olivia, let me clean that up. And he would, not in like a weird way. Why did you make that face? You would help me.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's helpful, but I mean, let me help you clean that up. I don't know if I like the cut of this boy's jib.
Okay. You don't know Tom.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know 13-year-old boys.
You don't know Tom.
No, I don't know Tom.
He's 12 and a half. I'm older.
Well, okay, yeah. Well, I certainly don't know 13-year-old boys, nor do I know 12-and-a-half-year-old boys.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry I don't know 12-year-old Tom. Should I?
Honestly, you should. Because if maybe you can give me better advice on how to get his attention in a Zoom class.
I think that I did give you some advice last week. I said, why don't you strike up conversation with him?
And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, told you I was too scared.
Right. Well, sometimes we have to face our fears. That's a big part of growing up. You should be as enthused to talk to Tom as you are drinking coffee at 9:00 at night.
I just thought that part of growing up was drinking your Pike Place roast from Starbucks and not having a care in the world. That's what you guys made it look like.
Wait,
then I started getting all these.
Wait, you know the roast? You know the roast?
Yeah, I know the roast. I ordered it on Uber Eats. I ordered it from you. Oh, no. That's a lie. My mom brought us. Anyway.
Oh, hold on. I think I just caught you in a lie.
No.
It sounds like I did. Either you got it at the drive-thru or you you have Uber Eats on your phone?
No, but you have Uber Eats and I use your Uber Eats.
I'm going to have to tell your mother about this.
No, you look at me in my eyes and you say you're not going to tell my mom.
Yeah, did you get a manicure somewhere?
No, my nails are naturally long. Why are you judging me?
There was a question.
Listen, please don't tell my mom. If you tell my mom, I'm going to finish this. I'll finish this whole damn thing. I said the D word. I didn't mean to say it. I'm so sorry. I keep messing up.
What, you just threw the coffee in my room?
It's all over your bed. Okay, let's continue with this quiz. This is fun.
Yes, let's.
Okay. Would you rather stub your toe or step on a Lego?
Step on a Lego. Stub your toe, you could break it. It's a very sensitive part of the body.
Actually, for your information, a Lego, scientifically it is proven a Lego could break your toes also, depending on how you step on it and how big the Lego is.
Well,
But anyway,
I'm sorry. I guess I'm not reading those medical documents.
I have been sending you medical documents in your email. I expect you to read those.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess they've been going to spam. I wonder if she'll stay frozen.
Frozen again.
Oh God, I can't believe it. This internet. Oof.
Did you hear what I said?
I sure did. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay. I didn't hear what you said because I read a question to you.
Oh, what was it? Was it?
I said, would you rather go to bed on a Sunday or wake up early on a Monday?
Can I answer either?
I mean, no, it says or. We have to, this is like a Bible. You have to follow it and listen to it.
I'd rather wake up. This is like a Bible. I'm going to go wake up early on a Monday. Wait, is that a different coffee?
Oh, why do you keep seeing me with?
How many coffees do you have in there?
You really want to know?
Yes, I want to know how many coffees, and we're going to count the one that you threw all over my bed.
I have 4 coffees.
4?
I have 4 because I read the more coffee you drink, the more of a girl boss you are. It says so here in Girls World, totally created by you.
What's girl boss mean? I don't know what that means.
A girl boss is a girl who's a boss. She's like not just a boss in the office, but a boss in her life. Oh. She goes to school and she runs the place. She's the boss of the hallway. She's the boss of the bathroom, cafeteria, all the other spots in school. She's also the boss. I guess if she got a job, she could be the boss there too. She's just a boss. She embodies a boss.
Wait, the boss of the bathroom?
Yeah, you never heard of the bathroom? Have you never seen a bathroom boss before?
No, I guess. What is that, like the person who sometimes like gives you a cloth to wash your hands? What's a bathroom boss? Someone with the biggest dump?
Well, okay, that's rude. And I feel like you're really not taking my life seriously right now, is what's happening. The boss of the bathroom sits in the bathroom and
on the toilet?
No, maybe at one point in their bathroom journey, but mostly they're sitting where the mirrors are and where everyone can see them. Mm-hmm. And people give them cloths and people give them candy. They're the older girls. They're the ones who are like, yeah, you're going to be like me one day. With cigarettes.
Sounds like a great life.
Do you smoke?
No, I've never smoked a cigarette in my life.
Has my mom smoked?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Should I smoke?
Nope. I guess it all depends. You want to be more like your mom or more like your uncle? I think the choice is clear.
Can I tell you a secret?
Sure.
Tom's had 1 cigarette.
Oh, wow. What a bad boy. Was it a menthol?
Okay.
Or Popeyes?
I don't know what either of those things are. I'm a 13-year-old.
You're right.
Anyways.
You're right.
So, okay, I have a question for you. Mm-hmm. Let's say, hypothetically, Tom were to message me and be like, we should get a breakout room after Zoom class.
Yeah, I think that's fun as long as it's at a reasonable hour, like maybe like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
5 o'clock in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. Interesting that you think 5 o'clock is considered the afternoon.
Well, I'm sorry. 5 o'clock in the evening.
Okay. So let's say, hypothetically, I just received a text from Tom saying, hey, I'm allowed to do that, but we need parental supervision. Would that be something you'd be interested in?
Would I be interested in the fact that there would be parental supervision, or the fact that I would be the supervising parent?
You would be the supervising parent. You
No,
turn your camera off.
I'm not interested in that.
Why?
I don't feel like, well, I'm not your parent, so I feel like that's more of a mom thing and not an uncle thing.
She can't know.
Why?
Because she would get angry and be like, no Toms for you. You're too young.
You know, your mom talked to boys at one point too.
What?
You don't know this stuff?
Ew. How many?
I don't know. Well, you think I know?
I don't know. Aren't you close?
Not that close.
Well, whose problem is that?
Neither of our problems. Let's move on.
Yeah. What do you want to? What do you want? I feel like
I'll tell you. I want you to go to bed.
No, I drank 4 coffees, and I just threw this one too.
Yeah. Look, I think. How about this? I think that once the show is done. Oh, I wonder if she's going to stay frozen. I think that once the show is done, have some ice cream, maybe some water, maybe put on a movie before.
I love this idea. Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
Ice cream and
Kids love ice cream and water.
This is the best idea you've ever had. Okay, because
That's
I'm
the
happy
best
with
idea
you
I've
now.
ever had.
Yes. I want to read you your horoscope.
Oh, please, I'd love it.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay. I just thought I'd confirm. I can't find the horoscopes. They always say when you're looking for something, you can't find it.
Is everything okay?
No.
Yeah.
Jim Jam, I'm spiraling.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you know, I'm going to tell you why.
Tell me.
You've had too many coffees. You can't handle your roasts.
When will I? I'm just trying to fit in with the 13-year-old.
Give it like maybe another 10 years, but then some people can't have coffee late at night.
Well, what happens? They just stay awake till they go crazy because I feel crazy.
Yeah, that's why I think you got to just, once we're done, just turn the lights off and breathe.
Oh, okay. I just feel like there's so much pressure to be 13. And I know I definitely talked about this with you last time. There's just so much. I have to start drinking coffee. I have to smoke cigarettes.
No.
I have to be a girl boss.
You don't have to do any of that stuff. Just do whatever you want. Do what makes you happy.
But what makes me happy isn't cool.
What do you like?
Well, besides Tom.
Besides Tom.
I guess, I don't know. I know this is kind of embarrassing, but like, I still am really into playing games, like role-playing games, like House. I don't hate my Barbies. I know I'm too old.
No, you're just do whatever you want. Too old to play with Barbies. Just play. Yeah, we want you to keep playing with Barbies.
Who's we?
All of us.
Society?
Sure.
I'm going to listen to you, but I swear to God, if this backfires and people start getting angry that I'm not smoking or drinking 4 coffees a day,
yeah,
I'm going to come for you.
Okay, well, thanks for the threat. Let's get this horoscope before we move on to our next guest.
Fine. What is your horoscope?
You don't know my birthday?
Just kidding. It's September 5th.
Thank you. I can't believe you got that right.
Well, I remember things because I have a young, fresh brain. Here we go. You have a feeling that 2 of your buds aren't getting along. And you're right. Talk to them each individually to try and get to the bottom of their drama.
Better get to the bottom of their drama.
What's happening? That's juicy.
I don't think any of my friends are enveloped in any type of drama right now, but I'm going to make you a deal. I'm going to think really long and hard about it. I'll tell you tomorrow what I'm going to do.
You're going to tell me tomorrow? I have to wait until tomorrow?
Good things come to those who wait.
I'm going to shut off the light and close my eyes. And I swear to God, by the time I open them, if this coffee high isn't gone, I'm going to go for a run.
You can't. We're under curfew.
Ugh.
I'll tell you what. You relax, and before you know it, you're going to be having that ice cream and water. Frozen? Is this it? Is this it? It's going to be it, right?
Anna.
Ice cream and water coming your way.
Okay.
Candice Olivia, I'm really glad that you're over tonight. It's nice.
Plug my TikTok.
Yeah, what was that account again? Aspiring TikTok artist?
Aspiring, I am a TikTok artist. You can follow me at Selena Gomez Stan 1001. I post videos every 2 hours.
Candice Olivia, thanks so much, and I'll talk to you later. That is my niece. I think I'm gonna have to ban her from the show. You know, there's been a lot of guests who come on here and they're mean to me. I've never had anyone talk to me like that in my life, in my own home. I'm going to be sleeping with the sour, stale stench of coffee in my bedroom for the next month. I guess I could wash my sheets. There's something to do. Okay, we are going to move along to our next guest. She's been here almost every single Friday since March of 2020. Her inaugural appearance featured what we called COVID-69. It went on hiatus, and now it's been just suddenly back. Let's welcome Steph Mercier Voyer.
Can I dance for you? Would that be cool? Can I dance for you? Would that be
Something has occurred to me. I think when this show's done, I'm going to cue up that exact moment, Steph, when you came on. I'm going to show my niece. I'm going to say, this is a cautionary tale.
Yeah, this is what happens if
This
you.
is what happens if you smoke cigarettes and drink copious amounts of coffee at night.
Yeah, she's on it's a slippery slope. Next thing you know, you're dancing on an internet show for
Tom.
close to a year.
Yeah, for Tom.
Yeah, so
You hear the way she talks to me?
I kind of like her. Also, I was mostly
course.
surprised that that's the decoration in your bedroom.
No, she redecorated it. She comes over and changes my bedroom.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm going to tell you something.
Where did you sleep?
Up until a week ago, that wall wasn't yellow.
What color was it before? Brown?
It was egg yolk. Not yolk, excuse me, the
Eggshell?
egg white. Yeah, now it's egg yolk. No.
It wasn't yellow before. It was egg yolk. There's a slight difference.
Okay, this is everyone's mean to James night. Okay, Steph, you said that there's an emergency COVID-69 that needs to happen. You said it needs to happen. I think I have an idea of what's going on, but please.
So, as we all know, I didn't think I'd have to bring COVID-69 back so soon. I did my predictions for the year, so I was only going to come back at the end of quarter one to review, but as we all know, I am a trained journalist, and I always like to have a finger or two on the pulse. And this week, there's a news story that really caught my attention.
Oh, it's probably like the Trump impeachment.
No, James. I don't know if you remember my predictions for the first quarter, but there was no mention of cannibalism at all anywhere in that.
Right. Yeah.
Yet, as we all know, I saw people in the chat even mentioning it earlier, actor Armie Hammer this week, a bunch of leaked DMs where he claims to be a cannibal and eating people.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that you and I should talk about that.
Yeah, so I had an assumption that this might be happening because last night you texted me about this guy and I said, who's that?
Yeah, okay. Can we ask Dimitri on tech to pull up a photo in case there's people like James who have been living under a rock and don't know who Who Army?
Yeah, and here's the thing, just as an aside, yeah, you know what? I don't watch current movies. Yes, I don't listen to current music. You know what I like? You know what? And a good, nice idea of fun for me tonight is after the show, if I wasn't babysitting, making a nice cup of tea, laying on my couch, and listening to Joni Mitchell. That's what I want to do tonight. I don't even this guy, I never even heard of this guy. Then you said, oh, he's in this movie. I don't even remember the name of the movie.
Call Me by Your Name.
Yeah, you told me that. I said, I've never seen that.
Stunning movie where he has sex with Timothy Chalamet and Timothy Chalamet fucks a peach. And it's just, spoiler alert, it's a beautiful movie.
It sounds like the sequel to American Pie.
I have never heard that movie described.
Well, in any event, he's on the screen right now.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm really taking a good look at this guy, and his face looks like one of those like realistic Halloween masks.
Yeah. Yeah, he is very handsome.
Okay, so I did a bit of research on my own. So I'd like to give some content. If there's any other people, if there's other people who don't know about stuff, for lack of a better term, apparently this is what's been going on with this person. Army Hammer accused of discussing cannibalism and kinky sex acts in, quote, leaked DMs. The actor's ex-girlfriend has come forward with shocking claims about their relationship, revealing he told her he wanted to, quote, barbecue and eat her. Quote, he said he wants to break my rib and barbecue and eat it, she told Page Six. I thought, quote, F, that was weird, but you never think about it again. He says, I want to take a bite out of you. If I had a little cut on my hand, he'd like suck it or lick it. That's about as weird as we got. He likes the idea of skin in his teeth. Finally, in another text, he allegedly described himself as, quote, 100% a cannibal.
Okay, so the reason those texts are coming out is because the women allege abuse.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that context, to me, the texts aren't that crazy at all.
Okay, now this is interesting. Tell me why, Steph. This,
I
want.
Yeah.
This is surprising for me. I've never looked at a potential lover and thought, I better get some dry rub.
Put some sauce on that.
Yeah.
Put some Valentina.
Yeah.
Over you.
Bit of maybe some piri.
Look, I come on here most of the time to talk about sex and food. This is it.
I'd like to also say, once we brought this guy up, our viewership dropped. So I'm glad we had this emergency.
I'm fine with that. I haven't slept in days because I've just been thinking about this story and I just have to get it out of my system.
Okay, the floor is yours.
I can't stop thinking about it. The idea, like, people think it's crazy what he's saying, but I feel like I have texted most of those things to people and I've never eaten anyone. Look, I do think that the really hot son of a billionaire movie star potentially ate people. I wouldn't. Okay. It's basically American Psycho come to life.
Yeah, and I told you I haven't seen that movie either.
Yeah, that's not a new film.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, it's not a new film. It's not a new film. If someone's like, hey, James, if someone's like, I was thinking about maybe coming over and we could watch a movie tonight. And I was like, I thought about that too, but instead of a movie, I thought I could spend the night alone and listen to Joni Mitchell.
Joni Mitchell is like the least sexy music.
Why does it have to be sexy?
Well, I guess you're alone.
If I wanted to get sexy, I'd listen to Joan Baez.
Okay. I doubt that you want to get sexy anyway.
Guilty as charged.
Okay, so basically, how would you eat someone if you had to, is what I wanted to ask you.
This is the emergency. How would I eat someone? You mean literally eat them? I have to talk about how I'd consume another human being.
Or like, how would
Look,
you
the
practice
answer is
something
look,
to eat them?
I'm not going to put a lot of thought into this. It would probably be like a chicken salad with like mayonnaise and celery, maybe a bit of dill. That's the answer. I'm not going to,
That's
because
all.
then this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen on this thing. Everyone's going to start, they're going to say, oh, James said he wanted to put people into, he wanted to make human salad. What do you mean, with lettuce and tomato? No, he wanted to do like a chicken salad with mayonnaise and celery. Oh, he also said a bit of dill. Everyone's going to say this guy's a person eater. So I'm not going to put a lot of thought into this.
Started by I'm not gonna put a lot of thought into it, and I was gonna think like, oh, maybe it's just like a steak, ribs, like just a cut of meat, seared. But no, you're gonna cook it, then you're gonna chop it and mix it with mayonnaise and a bunch of other things to make a salad and then make a sandwich.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because everyone knows when you're eating chicken salad, all you're doing is eating mayonnaise. If I'm going to eat human, I don't want to taste you like, hey, this tastes like Glenn. I want to just taste mayonnaise. That's what I'm going to do. Maybe I'd make it into a club sandwich.
Look, if you Google, I think a lot of people say it tastes like pork. So you might be a lot of people.
I'm not that big of a pork guy.
So you might not be into human.
Yeah, I'd have to make a Glen tenderloin. Put a bit of feta in there, a bit of lemon.
But that's great. That sounds delicious, James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look, yeah, coming in from the chat right now. Can someone Google how to ban the host of a show? And also, it's coming in from our tech. Look,
I really didn't want to put you in that position. I think I thought we were gonna read more of the text and then jump off that, and then I put you on the spot right away and asked you how you would eat.
Yeah, well, let's flip the coin here. How would you eat a person?
Well, so by reading,
and you can't pick chicken salad because I already claimed it.
Definitely not my pick.
Mm-hmm.
So based on our expert here, Army Hammer, he is into the heart. He likes to eat heart, but ribs. I like the idea of ribs.
Yeah. So you're gonna get
big ribs. You have small ribs. If you like slow roast them, put the right sauce on.
Okay, so you're going with American barbecue.
Yeah, with like puppies, nice coleslaw.
You could do a lot with it. You can get the shoulder, you can get the rump. Maybe you make a pulled Glen.
A pulled Glen. Look, I'm not an expert, but I feel like human meat should be slow roasted.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, get it like. See, we're on the same page. We're on the same page. You want your meat to be kind of like fall off the bone, kind of shredded a little bit, just like a great chicken salad. I don't want a chunky chicken salad.
No, but does it make my dick hard? No.
Wait, we're talking about that now?
Well, the whole thing is that it makes his dick hard.
This might be one of the all-time worst segments in this show.
Okay, I'm just gonna read some text.
Yeah, let's take it up a notch.
Let's do should I do a Army Hammer voice?
I don't even know what he sounds like.
Very deep.
Yeah, try it.
Oh my God. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I'm just gonna do my
Yeah. I like how quickly you bailed on that. The commitment level was just.
I was like, that's not.
Yeah.
Okay. He says, oh my God, that just made me so hard and it makes me confused as to why. Is that even possible? So hard. Thinking of holding your heart in my hand and controlling when it beats. I am 100% a cannibal. I want to eat you. Fuck, that's scary.
Sounds like
I've never admitted that before. I've cut the heart out of a living animal before and eaten it while still warm.
Yeah, I feel like we can take the word allegedly out of a lot of these headlines.
Well, it depends if the screenshots are real, right?
Right, yeah. That's the other thing, too. We have to be clear that those could have been doctored, or we believe that his own claim that he's, quote, 100% He doesn't even give himself any room to improve as a cannibal.
Yeah, he's just made it. He's 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one where he's like, I'm going to. It's I assume jerk off. Come. It's probably come that's hidden. Thinking of breaking your bones. Talk to me. Text me. Text me about.
We don't know it's that. If maybe he's doing some kitchen prep.
I'm thinking of breaking your ribs. See, he has butchered things before. He knows
Yeah.
how to make ribs in
Yeah.
a butcher kind of way. So today what I did.
Wait, there's more?
Well, there's more cannibals out there. Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Hottest cannibals on my work computer by accident.
Sure.
I'd like to state that any of the things I say on this show do not reflect the company policy of my work.
Or James McGee.
Yeah, he's more of a chicken, Glenn salad kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm a Glenn salad kind of
not
guy.
into ribs. And then you messaged me about Jeffrey Dahmer, which I guess I didn't remember that he ate the people.
Oh, yeah.
And I always thought he was ugly. He's not.
Are you professing that Jeffrey Dahmer's a good-looking guy? You know, I want you to be kind because he's no longer with us.
My friend texted me. Yeah, he's hot.
Yeah, let's be mindful. He was beaten to death in prison, so I don't want to offend any Dahmer heads out there.
Yeah. There's actually a podcast episode or series that I listened to. It's hard to remember, but it was this guy who was going to the same bar every night and would see this guy that he found really attractive and was trying to get him to bring him home, and he never did. He wasn't his type. And then every night he'd go home alone and be really sad that this guy didn't love him back. And then, a few months after, he found out that he got arrested, and his name was Jeffrey Dahmer. So
wow, so he really he avoided not only being murdered, but he avoided being dinner.
Yeah, by not being attractive.
And that's the thing. You know, when you meet someone at a bar, you never think this person might eat me.
No, you never think.
But that is the future of this Army Hammer guy.
Well, so now I guess everything's possible.
Yeah.
Do you think a celebrity can come back from having texts that say, I am 100% cannibal?
I do.
You do?
I do. I think that if he's proven to have not done anything actually, violent or whatever, there's, I'm sure, way weirder things out there than someone role playing as a cannibal.
Oh, did you just say role playing? Oh my God, that was actually in my first quarter predictions.
Okay, well, there you go.
Wow. So I guess maybe I didn't need to do this emergency COVID-69.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe it wasn't an emergency after all.
Shoot. Yeah, role playing was right here. I just didn't see being a cannibal on here, but
look, out of context, I think most people's salacious texts can maybe not look good.
What's the worst thing you've ever sent?
The worst thing I've ever sent?
Yep.
Well, I probably texted someone after they were grieving a family member. I was like, hey, you want to go get some pizza?
Oh, I was thinking more of a sext, James.
You're talking to the wrong guy.
You've never sexted.
It's not for me.
Okay.
I like to let my improv do the talking.
Improv, where people always endow. Is it endow the word? I haven't done improv in so long.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, endow's the right word. As one of your former teachers, I'm a little worried that you forgot about that. But
yeah. So you invite dates to watch you do improv where you're endowed as a predator.
No, I don't invite them to watch me do improv.
Oh.
No.
Oh, so
only losers invite their friends.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, we've begun talking about improv, so this feels like a good way to end this because now I wish that someone would eat me.
Wow, I've convinced you. It took like 20 minutes and now you're a prick.
Yeah, I'm all fired up.
Are you going to order some barbecue after this?
I don't know. I was thinking about having a bowl of cereal.
Oh.
But then I got to have all this ice cream and water.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend barbecue or chicken salad.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Steph, let's talk next week, and hopefully there's no other cannibalistic texts being sent.
I can't promise. The news is just crazy these days, James.
Right? Trump.
Ugh. Let's wait till his texts come out.
Yeah, I would love that. Steph, thanks so much for being here, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna dance.
Yeah, of course you will.
Can I dance for you?
Thank you for that. Look, here's the deal. Is ice cream and water that weird? Is it really that weird? Because what are you going to have? Ice cream and Mountain Dew? Ice cream and 7-Up? No. You're going to wash it down with some water. Think about it. Were you going to do ice cream and a milkshake or something like that? Why does that song keep coming back on? Why does that damn song keep coming back on? I wish so much that we could get copyright busted for that song so it could just go away forever. I'll tell you what won't be going away forever is this show will be back on Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Who's going to be here? Dave Kaufman and so much more. Let's welcome our final guest of the evening. He's in the booth, hitting the keys, creating the transitions. Let's welcome the one and only Dimitri Kirez. Dimitri, how are you?
Hey, man. Good.
Dimitri, is ice cream and water, is that weird?
Yeah, super, super weird. Like together in a bowl?
Not in a bowl. You have a bowl of ice cream and a glass of water.
So you're telling me that you're like, yeah, I'd like to have one bowl of ice cream, sir, and then please bring me a cold glass of water to pair it with.
Yeah, and then I tell him, and while you're at it, while you're getting my ice cream and water, I want you to put Carole King Tapestry full album on your speakers.
Yeah, that takes it over the edge for me. James, I'd be on the screen right now, but I'm actually having trouble with Zoom.
Yeah, so right now there's a one shot. That's fine. We'll talk.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not on my end, James. You're getting because I'm the host of the Zoom call right now. You're getting an invite to another Zoom call right now. I'm
getting an invite to another Zoom call.
Yeah, I don't understand. Right. It's from your account, so I don't understand what's happening. Do you want me to just accept it, see what happens?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe it'll coordinate things, so we'll be back on screen together. So if you're watching right now, this is a technical difficulty. We're gonna fix because of course we use Zoom. Let's see if we can fix this. Go for it, Dimitri.
Hey everybody, it is James here. It's 15 minutes past the hour. We're on At Home with James. Of course, it's January 15th, 2022. I'm your host, James McGee. And with me here is a Flashback Friday episode with none other than James McGee. James McGee, how's it going, brother?
Well, it seems like I've gone into some type of time machine where I'm being interviewed in the future by myself. James, I'm doing great.
Hey, buddy. Just thought I'd bring you on, and we're having a little Flashback Friday episode here on At Home with James, and we decided to bring on the host with the most and interview him and bring you on and, I don't know, talk about the past a little bit and maybe even let you know some of the fun stuff that happens this year for you, buddy.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, one thing that doesn't happen is I don't change my wardrobe.
Nope, you can't afford it.
Oh, so that's one thing I can't afford new clothes?
No, you can't afford new clothes, but buddy, boy, can you afford this pearly smile.
Well, it looks like I maintain my mustache as part of my beard.
Oh yeah, that baby's not going anywhere. James?
Mm-hmm.
To put it simply, my friend, 2021 is a hell of a year for you.
In a good way or a bad way?
Ooh, I'm glad you asked. You got you got a lot. And you also might be noticing that my voice is different from back then.
Yeah, I didn't want to point it out, but you sound nothing like me.
Yeah, you got COVID.
I catch COVID, and I wasn't aware that changing a voice is one of the side effects.
Yeah, the new strain, James. Oh, we're still battling with it. But
so we go through. It's already mutated twice, so it goes through a third mutation.
It goes through a third mutation, James, and your voice just gets decimated.
Well, that's very unfortunate. Do I make a good recovery?
You get really buff. You can't tell under these clothes, but you're throbbing right now, James.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So one of the side effects is I get buff. A question coming in, courtesy of Boss Fracture. James, ask him if you get Wednesday's episode back up. Do I?
James, it's your biggest regret. You never figure it out. And you lie in wait at night trying to figure it out, trying to get it back. But you never can, James. You never can. Go back, James, if you can. Go back and change the past, James.
I can't change the past if this is my present.
Well, let's talk about some of the positive stuff that happens in
All right,
2021 for you.
Yeah, so in addition to being ripped, what else happens?
Oh, James. Let me tell you something. You get into a lot of drama with your friends.
Oh, I get into a lot of drama with my friends?
Yeah, something bad happens with you and Dimitri.
Well, I'm sad to hear that. Do I want to know why, or should it be remained a surprise?
Dimitri gets on the wagon, and you try to get him off the wagon, James, and he just doesn't want to get off.
Wait, he gets on the wagon, and I want him to get off the wagon, so he gets sober, and I'm trying to get him to go off the wagon?
No, it's a literal wagon. James, he finds the biggest wagon he can find, and he goes around town, and he starts yelling at people, goes on a tirade. He gets changed, James.
Dimitri gets a wagon and changes?
Yeah, he gets a wagon and changes. You try to stop him, James.
Where does he get this wagon from?
Kijiji.
Oh, why is he buying a wagon off Kijiji?
He starts a float, James. He wants people to get on the float. He starts protesting COVID and the curfew. The curfew still active.
Okay, so in 1 year, the curfew of 8 o'clock is still active, and Dimitri buys a wagon to protest it.
Can't believe it, James. But something good happens to you in the process.
Okay.
While you're out there.
Please. Yeah, you said this was good stuff, and then the first thing you mention is that me and Dimitri have a falling out.
Well, you don't understand, James. You see, you ever watch the movie The Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher?
No.
Okay, check it out.
How come? Hold on.
It gets a remake in 2022.
If you're future James, shouldn't you know that I've never seen The Butterfly Effect?
Yeah, I do know that, but okay, James, I'll be honest with you.
Please.
You, James, lose your memory because of the side effect of COVID.
Oh, great.
I didn't want to tell you.
Yeah, this is wonderful. I like that this began with, here's the positives.
Okay, but this is what I'm trying to get to. So Ashton Kutcher, he's the front runner for the new Butterfly Effect film, okay?
Wait, so Ashton Kutcher, who was in the original, becomes the front runner to be in the remake?
You're never going to believe this. Armie Hammer beats him out.
Oh, so his career does rebound.
Oh, baby, this is the best thing that ever happened to his career since Timothée Chalamet. So, let me get back to on topic here, James. You know who Timothée Chalamet. You're pretending, because I know that you know. Okay, so hear me out. While you're out trying to convince Dimitri to get off the wagon,
yeah,
somebody gets onto your phone, James.
Was it my niece?
No. Yes, it's your niece. James, she downloads Tinder onto your phone.
Wait, at 13?
Yeah, they're super savvy these days. James, she downloads Tinder on your phone and you match instantly.
Wait, with who? A boy?
A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lady, James.
Wait, so
Absolutely
Hold on.
gorgeous, James. She's
Hold
the
on.
best thing that ever happened to you.
Hold on. Okay, so hold on. My 13-year-old niece
Yeah.
downloads Tinder from the App Store on my phone, and she doesn't preset it for boys.
She sets it up for. Well, she's doing you a solid, James, and you should lay off of her because she ends up saving your life one day.
Okay,
In
so
more ways than one.
my niece downloads Tinder onto my phone because she wants me to meet someone.
Yeah, she gets really lonely. She spent, a day in your apartment, and brother, you and I both know what it's like in there.
What does that mean?
Ooh, well, you get a little grim if you know what I mean.
All right.
James, what I'm trying to say is the place could use a feminine touch.
Yeah, so I'm glad that I've instilled the help of my 13-year-old niece.
James, you match with the most beautiful, beautiful person you've ever met in your life.
Okay.
And she changes you. You start kissing with tongue, brother. And guess what? We're good at it, James. We're so good at kissing with tongue.
Don't say we.
What do you mean? I'm talking to you.
I want to know something. Can I ask you a question, future James?
Yeah.
You lost your memory, right?
I mean, we lost our memory because we got COVID.
Of course. We lost our memory. So in the future, I forget that I've ever kissed someone using tongue.
James, you're doing a lot of things you didn't used to do.
Like what?
Ooh, baby. You hold hands in public. You call this person your sweetie in front of your friends. You missed hockey 4 games in a row to do what? Hang out with your sweetie, James.
This sounds nothing like me.
James, let me tell you.
I want to say something. 4 games in a row is a stretch. Sweetie in front of people, let alone not in front of people. I've never done that in my life.
James, it's 2022, baby. The world is a very different place, and you are a very good lovemaker now. Why are you shy? You knew you had it in you all along, James. You're passionate. You're like a volcano that's been slumbering.
Yeah, don't you mean we?
What did I say?
You.
Wow, sometimes I forget. It's that damn COVID.
It's the side effects.
It's
COVID.
that damn COVID, James.
All right. Yeah, okay. So let's do a quick recap.
Huh?
I get really ripped. My voice changes, not for the better.
Yeah?
I start holding hands and kissing with tongue the most beautiful woman I've ever met in my life. Apparently, I become a wonderful lovemaker.
I mean, I wouldn't say lovemaker. I'd call you a maniac. I absolutely put this guy behind bars.
No, what is it? Put me behind bars?
What you're doing, it should be illegal.
This is really not boding well for me.
Oh, that's that dang. You 2021s are so soft. 2022 is
okay. So things get a little bit more open. We go back to, it sounds like we're going back to more of an 80s into the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s type of mentality where
2022 is all about sexual liberation. And let me just say that James McGee is leading that parade.
Wait, I'm leading a sex liberation parade in 2022?
Something awakens in you. And it's all because of Deborah.
Oh, is that the name of the woman that I match with, Deborah?
Oh, I could barely say her name,
Hey,
James.
Let me ask you a question.
Huh?
How old is she?
Why don't you take a guess, James? You already know.
Well, apparently I don't if it's before I've met her.
James. She's, let's just say she still uses Internet Explorer.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh.
She's not technically savvy. It says she's not using Chrome or maybe Firefox.
Oh, brother. It's Internet Explorer.
What version? What
Ooh.
Windows is it operating on?
When did Vista come out?
Pre-2010, I think?
There's your answer, brother.
Maybe 2010. Oh, God.
Yeah, she's a nice lady, James.
Yeah, she's a nice. Yeah, it was when she said the name Deborah.
Oh, James, you're in love. We're in love, James. What can I tell you? The flowers smell good. My clothes have never been softer. My eyes are full of tears. I can't even say her name without getting emotional, James. You're in
Deborah.
love.
Deborah.
Deborah. Oh, you picked up singing and songwriting.
Oh, well, that's quite cool.
Yeah, but you gave up improv.
That's fine.
And you still do this show.
That's cool.
And your best friend Dave died of boredom because he didn't have this show, James. I couldn't believe it.
Wait, he's not on the show anymore?
No, you kicked him off. You put Deborah on. You co-host the show with her.
I co-host the show with Deborah. Shouldn't she be with you right now?
I can't. We still haven't figured out how to get 3 overlays on the show though, because we lost Carla in the process.
Oh, we lose Carla and we lose all of the overlays, and in the process, I don't get anyone else to. What happens to Carla?
Oh, Carla. God, good for her. She goes on to great, amazing things, James.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, she's the new host of Late Night.
The show that Seth Meyers hosts?
Oh, fuck that guy. Oh, the things that he's
Whoa,
done.
whoa, hold on. Future James curses on the show?
Oh, baby, it's 2022. You gotta chill out.
Well, coming in from the chat right now, R.I.P. Future Dave.
R.I.P. Future Dave. Yeah, God, what a great guy. I really miss him.
Well, it sounds like there's certainly a lot of twists and turns in the future, Future James.
Yeah, well, like I said, your shining light is Deborah, James. But I have to warn you, I came back for a reason.
Oh.
You have to bring her on the show, James. That's how you meet Deborah.
Oh, so it sounds like what happens, or possibly what has to happen, this is all making sense now, is I create an online, specifically a Tinder dating app, so I can meet her and do the online date show that we've talked about for 6 months now.
Ooh.
What are you doing over there?
Oh, James, you just had some work done in her teeth. Deborah wanted it. So you had them all whitened and fixed up, and boy, oh boy, you are clean these days.
Oh, wow. But it looks like everything else stays the same, including my clothes.
Yeah, Deborah doesn't mind, so we don't mind either.
All right, so once again, you're telling me that you've come back from the future to tell me I need to download Tinder and then meet Deborah on the app, invite her to be a guest on the show where we do the live date on the show.
It's your first date, James. Your first date with Deborah, and it goes so well.
Well, this has given me a lot to think about moving into the future, Future James.
Yeah. God, James, I can't wait for you to experience the rest of 2021 like I got to experience it. 2022, I don't know what it has in store, but let's just say 2021, ooh, it's the Garden of Eden, James.
Well, can I ask you one quick question before I let you go?
Only one, James.
Hey, did the guests, did they get nicer to me on the show?
James? They get more brutal than ever.
Oh.
But you got Deborah to smooth it all over.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so there's something to look forward to. This is exciting.
Yeah, and you become a cannibal, James.
Future James, thanks so much for being here, and maybe we'll talk again someday, and hopefully something can change where I do not become you.
All right, well, I'm going to sign off my show because this is the allotted time slot I have. So, Calabunga, dudes, we'll see you on the Twitch Superhighway.
Okay, that was Future James, and apparently that's how I sign off from the show in the future. Cowabunga, dudes, and we'll catch you on the Twitch Superhighway. I also noticed in the chat coming in from Sid Rock that Future James is better than present James. Okay. But on a happy note, we've got a new follower and subscriber to the show. This happened all the way in segment 1. Dave, thanks so much. If you're anything like my Dave Kaufman, you're my kind of guy. Folks, that's our show. This is going to go down in infamy as one of the greatest headaches in show history. 3 guests in a row, just really burning my onions, grinding my gears, tossing my salad. In any event, I will see you on Monday. I will do everything in my power to not only retrieve Wednesday's show, but I'm going to do everything I can to have a peaceful, calming night's sleep. Until then, thanks so much for watching this week. I appreciate it. We appreciate you. I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and of course, be well.